In Creative Suite 3, when you generate a PDF from all the Adobe applications, such as from Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop, it's good to know that they all share common settings. They also share a common PDF engine to actually generate the PDF. So from each application, you're going to be able to actually save settings, use them, as well as work with the same color settings in all the applications. I'm in Acrobat right now, taking a look under Edit and going to Preferences. In each of the applications within the Creative Suite, we should be able to see the color management settings. Now, including Acrobat, we can now control the color management settings, or the settings file, from within Adobe Bridge. So that allows us to have a more consistent workflow. Also, when we go to generate PDFs, like I said, it's using the same engine, and we can also save settings when we create a PDF so that we can use them in other applications. I'm going to go over to InDesign here and show you what this file looks like, and we're going to generate a PDF to talk about that a little bit. Now in InDesign here, like I said, all the Adobe applications within the Creative Suite are sharing the PDF engine. This makes it so that if we go to either export or save as from each application, we can save our settings in one case and share them with each application. Also, it's not going to generate PostScript through these applications because it's native. When we export or when we save as a PDF out of each one of these applications, it's going to use a compatibility level or a version of Acrobat that makes transparency native within the applications. Now, if we notice under compatibility here, we'll be able to see that there is a new flavor of PDF, PDF 1.7, and we're going to talk about that in the next exercise. So each one of these applications will allow us to save out not only PDFs with transparency that's not flattened, but also we can actually preserve or save layers within the files. So from Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop, we can export layers. All right, let me get out of here. Now, as well as being able to save settings, the color settings, that sort of thing, we can also see that we do have transparency flattener presets. The transparency flattener presets are something that have been in InDesign, have been in the programs for a while, but it allows us to save this so that if we need to do something with transparency flattening, we can do that. All right, let's go over to Photoshop and take a look. Now, within Photoshop, I've got a Photoshop file open here that's just a different flavor, a different version of the cover. Once again, if we want to actually go through and create a PDF, it's a little different way here. It's using Save As instead of an export, but it leads to the same thing, generating a PDF. Take a look here at a Photoshop PDF. We can preserve layers within the file, clicking Save. Once I go through and set up my settings for the PDF, I'll be able to see that if I've done it within Photoshop, done it within Illustrator, done it within InDesign, I can see the same presets between the applications. So if I'm generating the same kind of artwork, such as a magazine, to show to someone, I can use the same presets. Once again, it's using the same PDF engine across the suite. It's also allowing us to not use PostScript to generate the PDF because it's native and preserve the transparency. Now, lastly, what I'd like to do is go over to Illustrator and just show you how Illustrator handles the PDF. And now over in Illustrator CS3, we'll soon be able to see that the suite integration is complete. Coming onto the Edit menu here, looking at color settings once again are controlled by the bridge across the suite, including Acrobat 8. We also have transparency flattener presets, which can control the transparency flattening. And by taking the PDF and saving as a PDF, which is a native file format inside of Illustrator here, we can see that there are a lot of similar features, such as the ability to preserve Illustrator editing capabilities like we saw in Photoshop, the ability to create layers as a layered PDF. Once again, generating the PDF, it's non-PostScript, as well as the ability to use PDF 1.7, a new version, and the PDF that is generated based on the compatibility level has what's called live transparency. So all of these things that we've seen, from sharing PDF presets to working with color settings across the suite, compatibility levels, the same settings, all show you the integration of utilizing PDF within the Creative Suite 3.